Okay, hi guys. I just did the video on my Bohemian junk journal that I made, and so these are the cards and tags and just papers that I've collected that I'm going to tuck in the journal for her to use, or if she doesn't like them, she can take them out and do whatever she wants with them. So I've tried to, like I said before, I've used scrap paper. A lot of these, to make them stiff, I've used junk mail out of, you know, the thicker stuff that you get in the mail. I know we all get it, like postcards and stuff. I'll use that to make them a little bit thicker. So this is just a postcard. I put a little heart cut out and a different design I had. This one I made actually into a little tag with some lace and material at the top. And this is a piece of paper, a piece of music paper, a clock that I cut out, and then I fussy cut the fox out. And then it's just on some lined paper that I have. And I put it on junk mail to make it thicker. This is just a piece of paper that I had from thrifting, and I put a piece of material at the top and made a little thing out of that. Okay, so this is that bird die that I have, and I put a little word on, that's a ribbon, and I just decoupage some different papers on. And then there's birds and washi tape on the back and lines to journal on. This is just some different images off of Pixel Scrapper. This is one sheet, the background to that is a sheet, the flower is a different image, the leaves is a different image, that I just put them all together and made this out of them. And that's pretty. I did not make that with the junk mail in the middle, and you can tell because it's a lot more flimsy. These are just some papers that I actually had. I found a notepad at the thrift store, but I did do the edges with my side punch that I have. This is, I don't know, an order slip, I think, and then some just other pieces of paper that she can write on that I put some lace and material, and then I fussy cut out this flower image. And if you're my family and you haven't gotten into junk journals and stuff much, you may not understand why I made this out of a slip, a packing slip or receipt book, but that's just kind of something they do. They take old, you know, graph paper and receipt books, and then they just make different things out of them. So these are some little notepads I made with just paper, and put a different paper and used my mini stapler on them. So there's a few different ones of those that I use. This is just a card she can journal on, put a picture on, same thing. This is stiffer, and she can journal on the back. Just different ones, hopefully you can see them. Just a little tag with a punch I used at the top out of old book paper material, and I sewed around it. Journaling card. Tag from Pixel Scrapper that I cut out and made a journaling card out of. And this is a large tag that I made. These are just some different little pieces of note paper that I thought would go in the book. This is another tag. I put a flower on it for journaling. Another piece of paper, I just made a cute little collage on the top. These are some other note papers, but I went ahead and put little collages at the top just to decorate them up a little bit. And anything she doesn't like, she can just take out. That's the great thing about these. This, I made the little ribbon, scrunched it up, and sewed zigzag down. And then I glued it on here so it's not on the back side. And then she can write on this if she has a gel pen. This says Free Spirit, and a place to journal on the back. This is, that was a image, a digital image, just the feather and the Bohemian, and then this tag, and I put them all together and printed it out. Place to journal. This was the paper, and then this flower was a digital image, and then the lined paper. This is just a little cluster on a piece of paper that I had. This says this heart. It's just a tall notepad. This was a digital image, and just some crazy paper. Hope is the little voice you hear whisper maybe when it seems the whole entire world is shouting no. Reflect the strength within. A little dream catcher. This is just a little owl. She can write on the back. This is a bigger notepad that I made with a little crazy trim on it. This is one of my jelly prints where I had printed on a whole bunch of index cards that I had got at the thrift store. So, this I just added a little foof to the top and some lines to the back. This was a digital image. I had lines to the back. This was also a digital image. This was a digital image, and then this was a separate one, and I put them together for this one. This, you can't tell, but it is also, I put it on the heavy cardstock, and I made corners in it. You can't really see them, but there's a corner there that you could tuck a picture in, and then a corner down here. So, and then there's space to journal on the outside, other side. Oops, I think I kind of got that a little backwards, but whatever, that's me. This is a place to journal on the back. The front's just a cute little pocket. So, and then this is just a piece of paper that's tucked down in there with lines that I'm going to put in there. This is just another place to journal. I haven't been everywhere, but it's on my list. This was just another piece of paper I had, but I added this little label. It was a digital image. And I cut out this flower also. And hold on just a second. This is a guest receipt that I just put a little thing on the top that she can write on or put photo on. This also is a tag that I made with one of my jelly prints, but this has a little place to tuck something. And then another tuck on this one, but it's lined to write on. So she could tuck a photo down in there and then write about the photo if she wanted. She lost her puppy recently, so I put, grief is not a sign of weakness or a lack of faith. It is simply the price of love. And I got a little digital image of a puppy, and it looks a lot like hers. So thought I'd put that in there. Maybe she could take a picture of her puppy that she lost. And then the most memorable days end with the dirtiest clothes. These are several digital images that I've just added together and put that saying on there. And nature is my happy place, and some mushrooms. This also is one of my jelly prints on the index card, and I put a place to journal on the back because it was jelly printed on both sides. So this I actually found, this is not an index card, but it is photo paper, and the thrift store always seems like it has photo paper, and so I thought, well, I'm going to see if I can use that with my gel print, and I could, so I jelly printed on it, and now she can write on this side and put a photo on it or leave it if she likes it. This is just an image where she can write. I made this little card and just some little pretty blank ones so she can continue to decorate on them, or she can leave them blank, or she can get little photos. I like to take my photos into a digital editing thing and put like 2 or 3 photos on a regular 4x6 so that I get smaller photos and then have them printed. And so this stinks. You know, she's a teenager, and sometimes things just stink. Travelog notepad. Another one of my jelly prints, and I put a pocket on the back of it. Another one of my gel prints that I made a tag, and then this is just like corner tucks. This is just a round one with a place to journal on the back. And some lace. And this is kind of steampunkish because I think she reminds me of someone who likes like the steampunk stuff, so that's in there for that. This is a huge tag. It's like, see my hand? So she can write on there, put photos. This is actually more material, so I sewed material around, and then it has journaling on the back. And my battery says it's getting low, so hopefully we can get this done before. Anyway, more fabric and journaling. And these are just a bunch of different floral papers I had, just a noted. This is a Monday through Friday paper, more paper, regular paper. Another Monday through Friday pad that I found. Actually, a Sunday through Saturday. Big ideas, where to go. A little paper that I just sewed down the edge to do, and another just little piece of paper. So, that's all. Thanks for watching.